How's it going, people? Banproof is back. Yes, I am. And today we're going to be looking at these Truthear X Crinacle Zero IEMs, earbuds, in-ear monitors, whatever you want to call them. They're not headphones, okay? So you're probably thinking, this is a little bit random for you, Banproof. You don't normally review headphones. Well, we're getting into the tech stuff, and I recently upgraded this microphone, and I finally realized that I need to give in, okay? When I'm playing games and streaming, I hate wearing headphones and I play through speakers. This microphone is really hard to eliminate the speaker sound because it doesn't reject the noise. I love how it sounds, but it doesn't reject the noise very well from the back of the microphone, as well as my old microphone did. But I don't want to revert to using the old microphone, right? How boring is that? So I need to get headphones. I've got headphones. I've got some Sennheiser headphones, and I've used different headsets, Steel Series headsets and stuff in the past. I hate wearing headphones. I hate how they feel. I hate how they make me hot. It's been 30 degrees here lately in the UK, and I just can't bear it. It's too much. And finally, they mess up my hair, right? I'm sure you guys share that same problem. So I thought, let's try and get some IEMs. Maybe they'll be more comfortable. Maybe I can deal with wearing them. Maybe they'll isolate even more noise, so playing Phasmophobia on stream is even more scary. So before we open it and you want to check out a stream, head over to twitch.tv/Banproof. Follow me over there. Maybe we'll catch you live, and I'll see you in chat. So these are some IEMs. They're a collab between Truthear and the YouTuber Crinacle, who makes a whole load of earbud IEM related content. He has got the biggest database of IEMs, like frequency response curves and stuff, and he's very well respected in that kind of area of the tech YouTube scene. So they look cool when you open them up, and I thought they'd be a good place to start. And they retail for like 40 something pound here in the UK and about $50 in the US. So it seemed like a perfect place to start. Not too expensive, but should still be good from what I've heard, right? So let's open them up, see what we get inside, and check them out. As per usual, Banproof doesn't bring a knife to an unboxing video. Maybe I can stab it open with a pencil. Success! So first of all, comments on the box. Yeah, it's Waifu City, right? I'm not sure how that relates to earbuds or IEMs in any way. Sorry if I keep calling them earbuds. I'm not an audiophile YouTuber by any means, right? But yeah, on the front of the box, you've got the Waifu and the Zero branding and the little Crinacle logo on there as well. And then on the back of the box, you get this frequency response curve, I believe is what it's called. I'm not, like I say, I'm not an expert by any means. It tells you which kind of measuring system they use to measure it. I'm guessing that's which like microphone setup. I know there's some fancy audio measurement tools for this stuff. BNK 4195-Q, whatever that is. And then it tells you a little bit of information about it. So the interesting thing about these is it has two drivers. It has a subwoofer and a main driver inside a tiny little IEM. So you should get, I guess, some clearer bass and not so muddy mixed in kind of audio from like the other range of audio frequencies. Can you tell I'm not an expert? But yeah, it tells you a little bit about that on there. It tells you about the sensitivity, tells you the impedance and frequency response, 20 hertz to 39,500 hertz, and you get an oxygen-free silver-plated cable. I don't know what bearing having oxygen in a cable makes on audio quality, but I'm guessing it matters. So once you remove the box from its Waifu sleeve, you get a more subtly branded box with the Zero logo on it and like a cool little design on it. It looks quite nice, actually. Nice quality box with that shiny kind of plastic on it. And then inside the box, we find, I can open it, very well sealed. We find a piece of cardboard or paper. What's that? It's like a little box. And wow, first look at these. Oh my God. So this is how they present them in the box. And look at that cool galaxy crazy pattern on. And I guess there's some earbuds underneath there. So there's more Waifu on the little box inside, apparently. You can never get enough Waifu. And then inside that box, we get a piece of cardboard. We get some spare like filters for the IEMs, like so if they get gunked up with earwax or something, I guess you can change them. And it gets a little another piece of cardboard, an owner's manual. I think that's it. I don't know what this is. It looks like you should be able to like fold it into like a triangle or something. Like it's got a little tab. It says to do it this way, but why? I don't understand. That I'm confused. I don't understand. Maybe okay, I get it. It's worse than I thought. This is a thing apparently. Very difficult to achieve, but there's a slot in the back of the waifu box that you can put that little piece into, and it makes a little stand so you can display your waifu artwork. Now, maybe there's something to this. It's got a name on there. Shiro. Maybe that means something. Maybe it's a famous anime artist or something. I don't know about that stuff, but yeah, if you want to display your waifu, you can. Apparently, I wasn't expecting that in the box. Let's put it that way. You then get the little leather carrying case, which is quite cool. It's got like a little logo on it. On the front embossed in. It pops open and it opens into quite a wide case, and inside that case you find the cable, and it's got this kind of twisted audio cable design where the two cables are kind of wrapped around each other to make like a twisty pattern, like a bit of rope or something. That's a thing. Apparently, I've seen a lot of the IEMs have this, and it's got the little 2-pin connectors to connect to the actual IEMs, and then it's got a 90-degree jack. Then you get a massive selection of ear tips. There's like a bunch of what I believe are silicone ones. They've got different size holes inside and different outer diameters to make them as comfortable as possible. And then there's one set of like memory foam ear tips as well, which I've read and seen on YouTube videos are the most comfortable ones, perhaps. But I guess it depends on how the other ones fit you. So I'll probably start with those. And then finally, you get the actual IEMs themselves, which are beautiful. So as soon as I saw these, I was sold, right? Look at those. They're just so pretty, right? As long as they weren't going to be awful once I started to do a bit more research, I was sold on these straight away, right? They've got this like glittery, bluey, purpley, they like iridescent changing in the light thing going on. The colors are right up my alley, like you know, I love purple and stuff. They just looked so cool. I was sold. Like it was if like I said, as long as they weren't going to be absolutely awful, I was buying these ones. It didn't matter, right? So I guess it's time to try them. I'll have to unwind this cable and see if I can figure it out. So I'm going to check them out. I'm going to listen to a little bit of music to start with, see how it goes, and we'll go from there. Now I'll share my first impressions, and then I'm going to try them streaming, gaming over a period of time. Maybe I'll record a couple little clips here and there as I'm going along if I've got something I want to say about them. And then I'll let you know what I think of them in a few days' time properly once I've had a bit more experience with them, right? So I don't really know where to start. So before I give you any impressions on what they sound like or what I think they sound like or anything about my impressions of these, this is a video from somebody who is not an expert on headphones, IEMs, audio whatsoever. Now, I like to think I like nice sounding audio, but I'm not an audiophile. I don't have crazy things. When I'm out and about, I use AirPods. I'm an iPhone user, and I use AirPods, and it's just the convenience factor for when you're out and about, especially when you're an iPhone user and you've got to use a dongle to plug anything in. I like the true wireless kind of thing going on, but when I'm at home at my computer, I always use speakers, and when I do use headphones, I use my Sennheiser. They're cheap Sennheiser. I can't remember what they're called. Let me tell you. They're called Sennheiser HD206s. So they're not expensive Sennheiser headphones at all, but that's what I use, just so you've got a bit of a reference for my experience with these. And like I say, however, I've been through all the big gaming headset brands in the past and gone through them all and decided I don't really like them, and I don't like wearing headphones. So why buy £100 and something big pair of headphones or a headset if I don't like wearing them? And I know even if they sound amazing, I will end up just leaving them on my desk and listening through the speakers just because it's more comfortable. So hopefully comfort is going to be the big... Stop texting me. So hopefully comfort is going to be the big thing we get from these, right? So I guess maybe I'll put the tips on first. Hopefully these... I'm going to put the memory foam ones on. See how they go. They're not too difficult to put on. I guess we just mush them on, right? Are they going to stay on there? A bit weird. I'm not sure how you're supposed to fit them on, right? And then I've lost the other one already. Put the other one on. But there's nothing to like... They're just flat. There's nothing to like capture the ear tip. So I guess we just push it in and hope it's okay and hope it doesn't get stuck in my ear and come out. All right, then we connect this cable. How do you know which cable goes to where? Is there a way to tell? Oh, it says L on it and it says L on the earbud, right? So we'll connect that into there, which looks like a little motherboard header pin or something. Like, looks like you could break it way too easily. Probably not. It's probably just paranoia because I haven't used anything like this before, but it might be. Sorry if I'm making noise on the microphone because the cable's got caught on it. And then we do the same with the right hand side one. And then I guess the first thing is, are they comfortable, right? So we'll try them. Now, I'm guessing, I don't know if it's just the tips or what, but they don't like my ear. They don't want to go into my ear. Maybe I need to, like, these memory foam tips are just pushing right over it. Maybe I'm going to try the other tips first. These don't seem to be great. Maybe my ear hole is too small. I'm going to try the small silicone tips first. I feel like maybe they'll be better to start with. I need to experiment. Like I say, this is first impressions only. Though it felt like I was mushing something way too big into my ear. So this is something that probably people who use IEMs all the time are quite used to doing, right? Just sticking them in their ear. Now, it immediately feels sore in that ear. However, I seem to remember the other day I had a like a spot on the inside of my ear, right? Okay, that one doesn't feel anywhere near as bad. I think I've got like a spot or something on my ear this side, which is affecting how it feels. This one feels really comfortable. This one feels a bit stingy, to be quite honest with you. But I don't think that's any reflection on the actual IEMs themselves. That's more a reflection on the health of my ear right now. Now, I'm sorry if I've started talking quietly or weirdly. Instantly, noise is massively isolated and I can barely hear my own voice through my own head, which is very strange. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get them connected up, check they're working, then we're going to listen to some music together. I'm going to use some copyright-free Stream Beats music that I normally play on stream, and we will put that on. I'll play it on a low volume in the background so you can tell what I'm listening to at the time, and then throughout my next few days, I can listen to my music, what I would normally listen to, and we'll go from there. But my voice sounds really weird right now. I'll be glad to have the monitor mix on in my headphones so I can actually hear what I'm saying and what I sound like, because that is very, very noise isolating. However, this one is really comfortable. They fit my ears okay. I've got really tiny ears. It feels fine. Say this one, unfortunately, I think I've got a spot or something on that ear and it doesn't seem to want to go in there. And this is probably only going to make it worse. So I'm just going to connect it up and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're all connected up now. And look, they're plugged into I've got a wave microphone so that I can monitor my voice through it live. That's how I'm going to be using them. It's not a fancy amp or anything like that. It does the job. It will work for me. And yeah, look, I'm an average user experiencing these products for the first time, okay? So I'm going to play some of the stream beats music that I normally listen to on stream. So there's a few songs that I've heard over and over again, so I can see what I think they sound like in comparison. Let's check it out. You should be able to hear it too when I press play. There we go. Sounds like the song. Okay, yeah. They sound great. Video's over. I'm out. No. Realistically, yeah. I've heard that song several times because I've got a playlist that I play on my stream, right? So I've heard it a lot of times, and I've listened to it through speakers and through other headphones and stuff. Instantly, they sound way better than AirPods. Way better than my AirPods, anyway. That's for sure. And they just sound clear. They're really clear. Is the only way I could explain it, really. Like I say, I'm not an audio nerd by any means, so it's difficult to explain. Definitely plenty of bass there. It's not low on bass, but I didn't think it was overpowering either. And yeah, everything's just clear. Everything just sounds really, really clear. Like I can hear everything clearly. I don't know how else to explain it. Let's try a different track. Do a bit of a different style. Okay, so this is more like a synth wavy type kind of song. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like the snare drum is just like it just cuts right through all that deep bass. Now there's more coming into it. Like it's got that middle bit. And I can't hear anything from outside right now. If I'm playing Phasmophobia, I'm going to get so scared if someone walks into the room. Okay, and then there's one more song that I want to listen to, which has got some vocals in it. That's probably the least impressive one. It sounded a bit mushed together. I don't know if it's the way that song's mixed, but it sounded, again, I don't know how to explain these things, but it was a lot of and it's kind of all felt like it was a bit compressed almost. I don't know. That might be the way that song is mixed. It might be the fact I'm listening to it on Spotify. I don't know. The vocals still really cut through really nicely. Try one more. Guitar solo. Okay, I get it. I understand, okay? Right, okay, so first impressions, great. Really, really comfortable. It's almost like I'm not wearing anything. It's one of those ones where I could easily just get up and walk away, forget I'm wearing it, and end up ripping it out of the computer or microphone or wherever it's plugged into, right? It seems to be, they seem to just sound way nicer on that like synth wavy, lo-fi type music than they did on like the rocky metally type music. And again, this is super first impressions. I'm gonna leave it for a few days. I'm gonna listen to various types of music, like my actual music that I would normally listen to, that I can't listen to you guys with on YouTube here. And then I'm gonna stream with them. I'm gonna try them streaming. I'm gonna try them doing all sorts of things, playing games, playing different types of games, and gonna come back. Like I say, you might get some clips in between, and in a few days' time, we'll wrap it up, and I'll be right back with my final thoughts and opinions, right? Okay, so super quick update. I've just been listening to some of my music before we go any further on this journey. I've been listening to, I listen to metal, rock metal is the kind of music that I like the most. I like a lot of types of music, but I've been going through listening to some of my favorite songs. And I've just been listening to song number 3 by Stone Sour, and it's a song that I love, very dear to me. And it's, I noticed this like the harmonies in the vocals during the chorus. If you cried out for more, if you reached out for me, that part, I can like distinctly hear the 2 different harmonized vocal tracks, and like I know they're there normally, but they kind of mesh into one. But it's like I can really easily pick them apart. So that's just something I've noticed. Listening to my music, I have noticed that it wasn't rock and metal that was the problem originally. It doesn't sound worse. It was the songs I was listening to. I've probably never listened to in such great detail before, and it's royalty-free music. It's good, but it's not mixed in a billion bajillion pound studio with some of the best producers in the world, right? Do you know what I mean? So that's a little update. I'm going to carry on. I'm listening to Count of Tuscany by Dream Theater, and it's just got to that open breakdown, slow whale kind of sounding part. I don't even want to talk because it's so amazing. Oh my god, the little sparkly tinkle sounds. Wow, and like the pads in the back. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Wow. Moving into the acoustic section now. My favorite parts of this song. I don't feel that I deserve this. So what did I do wrong? I just don't understand. Oh, this is the bit. Oh, wow. The hairs, the tingles. Oh, I fucking love this song, man. You took me for a ride, promising a vast adventure. Next thing that I know, I'm frightened for my life. Now, wait a minute, man. There it is. That's not how it is. You must be confused. That isn't who I am. Tell them about me, the Count of Tuscany. Yeah. Woo! Fucking hell. Okay, wow. Right, so look, Count of Tuscany by Dream Theater is, if anyone asks me what's your favorite song, that's my go-to. Like, it's got everything in it. Acoustic, heavy passages, beautiful, open, wide sound. Like, that's the best I've ever heard it. Honestly, that's the best I've ever heard it. And like, I have listened to that song so many times. It's one of those songs that just brings out some sort of emotion in me, and it, like, I get goosebumps every time from that song. It's not the headphones necessarily, but there's one riff in that If you know the song, I thought it had 3 chugs. It's got 4. I thought it was but it's it's got like an extra. There's an extra pick of the guitar that I've never noticed before. I didn't know it was there. I literally did not know it was there. And I have listened to that song so many times, but I could just separate everything. Look, these are £50 headphones basically, and I haven't heard that song sound like that before. That's mad. Now, it makes me wonder, what does it sound like on like £700 headphones, £1,000? Like, what? Wow. Okay. Did I just fall down a rabbit hole? I might have done. I'll be back when I've used them more. Okay, that was just an experience right there. Okay, so I just got done with another stream. I've streamed for many hours. I've listened to music. I've played games. I have played Starfield. I've played FIFA on the PlayStation. I've played a bunch of things. I think streaming is a pretty good test for it, actually, because when I'm streaming, I'm playing video game sound, playing music in the background, and I'm also monitoring my own voice. So it's kind of a whole lot of sound coming through these headphones, or IEMs. And I still can't get used to saying that rather than headphones. Look, they put noise in my ears. Okay, it everything's clear. I can hear everything fine. The sound is great. The bass is good. Found it very immersive playing Starfield with that kind of atmospheric music they've got going on, along with the game sound. I don't know what more to say apart from I'm really, really pleased with the purchase for £50. The audio is just amazing. The Wave microphone, which is what I'm actually plugging them into as a audio output, has been doing absolutely fine with them. It powers them just fine from what I can tell. Like I say, I'm not an expert, and I guess that might be one of the advantages of having small IEMs, right? Rather than big headphones. You don't need some beast amp to be able to drive them fully. They get plenty loud enough, like too loud if you turn it all the way up. You know, I've got the volume on set on the Elgato Wave at the moment. It's set on 3 out of 7. There's 7 lights on there. That's a weird number to have, but it's one less than halfway. And the volume is just absolutely fine. The sound sounds great. I can hear everything. The sound effects that I have on my stream, which are quite loud, have been so loud they've made me jump, but it's been fully immersive, very comfortable. I think there's something wrong with my right ear. I might need to see a doctor. I think there's some sort of something in the bottom side of my right ear. And whenever I've tried like earbuds before, now I use the AirPods, the old AirPods, like the earbud ones, not the ones with the silicone tips, because I've always found silicone tips to be really uncomfortable inside my ear, and they've always made my right ear like feel sore. And I thought it was just the earbuds, but now I'm thinking about it more. I think there might be some sort of thing in my right ear which is causing a problem when I put ear tips in. So I settled on, I don't know, maybe I need to get it checked out. Anyway, over time, once I've had them in for like 10-15 minutes, I basically forget they're there, right? It doesn't affect me anymore. But yeah, it's when I first put it in, it just feels sore on the bottom side of my right ear. Maybe in more time that'll go away. I settled on the medium silicone ear tips. I tried the memory foam ones. First, I tried the small ones because I thought it was like sore. But I think actually with the small ones, I'm pushing them in way too far because they're so small. Any IEM owners who are like more experienced in this, I'd really appreciate your comments on the best way to fit IEMs. How far should I be pushing them in? How like, you know, I tend to be just pushing them in now, just enough until they feel like they're blocking out the outside sound. And that's working for me just fine. I'm using the medium silicone ear tips with the big bore. I found that to be the most comfortable. As far as sound goes, trying different ear tips, I personally didn't notice a difference that I could identify. Like there is a difference, obviously, but it's not something that I could articulate or even probably hear at this stage until maybe if I tried 10 different IEMs and I got like used to how they all sounded on certain things, I'd be able to identify that. But as of right now, I can't. I don't know. But yeah, the memory foam ones I found uncomfortable. Maybe again, I'm not using them right. I can feel the plastic bit of the IEM through the memory foam. Again, I don't know. Was I shoving it in too far? I don't know. I'll experiment more and try and get an idea, and I'll probably buy some like aftermarket ear tips to see if they can make it even more comfortable maybe when I first insert them. But overall, I'm amazed for £50 the sound I'm getting from them. I didn't realize how good IEMs could be for this price. I thought it was like when I'd heard of IEMs before, I kind of just associated them with like the custom IEMs that you get like a lot of musicians have and stuff where they're molded to your ear and all that sort of stuff. And didn't really think it was even something practical or affordable to get apart from just like crappy, cheap, like normal earbuds. Do you know what I mean? But they're great. They sound great. I'm really happy with them. I'm super curious to try more. So I'm really thinking about picking up the Soundnotes Zero because or the Wayner ones. They're like £20. They're cheap as hell. I'd be curious to see the differences between them. From what I've read, these ones are a bit more bassy, but I don't know because I haven't tried them. But I'd be curious to try them. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I don't know, it's a bit weird because I don't really know what I'm talking about. But as an average person buying these earbuds for £45 or whatever they cost, I'm absolutely impressed with them, and I am absolutely using them all the time. I haven't pulled out my normal headphones since. Every stream I've done, I've been wearing these for hours at a time, and I'm going to be editing this video most likely with these earbuds in my ears because it's comfortable. They sound good. They're not heavy. They don't feel like they're weighing me down. They don't make me sweat. I'm happy with them. All right. So hopefully this video was good. Hopefully future videos of this nature will get better. I'm getting more into doing this techie kind of stuff. So if you enjoy that, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, is dislike still a thing? I think it is, but it doesn't show the numbers, right? Do that. I don't mind. I just want to know what people think. So please leave a comment. Any more information? Where should I go from here when it comes to the world of IEMs? Any recommendations, ear tips, ways to make them even more comfortable? I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, I'm done for now, and I'll see you all really soon in another video. Until then, stay Banproof. Peace.